Remember, slices allow us to extract various parts of a sequence. We use them to slice strings in many ways. All the rules applying to string slicing also apply to list slicing. The general syntax is: first, we have the name of the variable pointing to that string or list, let's say list1, followed by square brackets. In between the brackets, we have a colon. Now, on the left side of the colon, we specify the index at which to start the slicing. So let's say index 1. Now the slice will be up to, but not including, the index specified on the right side of the colon. So let's say index 4. This would be the general syntax for list slicing. Having that said, let's create a new list and do a couple of list slices. So let's create list 3 equals to, let's add in some elements, 1, 2, 3, A, B, and C. Okay, let's see it. Nice. What if we want to extract the first 3 elements of list 3? These would be the elements having the indexes 0, 1, and 2, right? So the slice would be from index 0 up to, but not including, index 3. Let's test this. So list 3, starting from index 0 up to, but not including, index 3. So we got 1, 2, and 3, which is the result we expected. Another way to extract the first 3 elements would be, remember from strings, not specifying the first index in between the brackets. So we just have to type in list 3 and colon 3. This also gives us 1, 2, and 3, a correct result. Now, what about extracting a slice made of the following elements: 3, A, and B? This means we have to start at index 2, corresponding to the 3 value, up to, but not including, index 5, which is the index of C. Let's verify this. So, list 3, starting from index 2, up to, but not including, index 5. So this indeed returns us 3A and B. Nice. Now let's extract all the elements starting from index 3 up to the end of the list. In this case, we don't have to enter the second index in between the brackets. So let's test it. List 3, starting from index 3 up to the end of the list. So just a colon. And we indeed get A, B, and C. Nice. For selecting the entire list using a list slice, do not include any indexes at all inside the brackets, just the colon. So as we did with strings, let's try this, list 3, and just a colon between the brackets. This returns us the entire list indeed. Now remember, we can also use negative indexes to slice a sequence, and negative means we are looking from right to left when counting. So list 3 of -1 will be, of course, C, the last element of the list. List 3 of -2 will be B, indeed. Okay, this is correct. Now, to extract a slice made of elements 3, A, and B again, we would have to start the slice at 3's negative index, which is -4, because we have -1, -2, -3, -4, up to, but not including, C's index, which is -1, because it is the last element of the list. So let's see this in practice. List 3, starting from index -4 up to, but not including, index -1. So we get 3A and B as expected. Nice. For extracting the last 3 elements of list 3 using negative indexes, we should start at what index? Well, -3, right? Because -3 means the third element from right to left. What would be the second index? Well, you guessed it, there isn't one. We go all the way to the end of the list, and that's it. So let's see it. List 3, starting from index -3 up to the end of the list. So it indeed returns us A, B, and C, the last 3 elements in the list. What about a slice made of all the elements of the list minus the last 3 of them? Well, just move -3 on the right side of the colon, and that should do it. So let's see this. List 3, starting from the beginning of the list up to index -3. So this indeed returns us 1, 2, and 3, the first three elements of list 3. Okay, that's cool. The last two things on list slices. First, using a step for the slicing process. Like, for example, if you want to skip every second element of the list. Then you will use two colons inside the square brackets, and then the step you want. In our case, this is 2. So, let's try this. List 3, colon, colon, and 2. And this gives us 1, 3, and B indeed, as we expected. Secondly, if you want to see the list in reverse order using list slices, you can also use the step trick again. So, this time, the step value will be -1 because you want to start with the last element in the list, right? So, let's try this. List 3, colon, colon, and -1. Okay, and this returns the list in reversed order. Cool. Now, next in our course, we will study sets.